Do you ever freeze when someone asks you a simple question like, "What did you do today?" It seems so easy, right? But suddenly you can't remember if you make the bed or do the bed. You get confused between waking up and getting up. And maybe you struggle to explain why you are so tired because you stayed up too late. It is frustrating to have the thoughts in your head, but not the words on your tongue. Well, stop worrying. By the end of this video, you are going to master the timeline of your day. We are going to break down every single step, from the moment you open your eyes to the moment you close them at night. You won't just learn words, you will learn how to live your life in English. So find a comfortable spot, maybe grab a notebook, and let's start at the very beginning. Chapter 1. The Morning Struggle. Wake up versus get up. Let's start with the morning. The sun comes up, or maybe your alarm rings. Beep, beep, beep. What is the very first thing that happens? You wake up. Now, I want to be very clear about this because this is a mistake I hear all the time. Wake up simply means you stop sleeping. Your eyes open. Your brain turns on. You are conscious. But, and this is the important part, you are usually still in your bed. You're under the warm blanket. Your head is on the pillow. You are awake, but you haven't moved. Maybe you pick up your phone, maybe you stare at the ceiling, maybe you listen to the birds outside. You have woken up, but your day hasn't really started physically. Then comes the second verb, get up. Get up is the action. This is when you throw the covers off, you put your feet on the cold floor, you stand up, you leave the bed. So here's a common scenario. You might hear people discussing their morning routine in English. That's a popular topic. And they'll say something like, "I woke up at 7, but I didn't get up until 7:30. Think about that sentence. I woke up at 7, my eyes opened, but I didn't get up until 7:30. I stayed in bed for 30 minutes. We all do this, right? Especially in the winter. It's cold outside the bed is soft. You want just 5 more minutes. So practice this with me. I want you to say it out loud. I wake up at 7. Good. Now say, I get up at 7:15. See the difference? Waking up is mental. Getting up is physical. If you tell someone I woke up at 7, but you actually stayed in bed until noon, you aren't lying. But if you say I got up at 7, you mean you were walking around your house at 7. Okay, you're out of bed, you have officially gotten up. Usually the first destination is the bathroom. Now, we have a few options here. You might splash some water on your face. We call this having a wash, or just washing your face. Then you grab that brush with the bristles and the minty paste. You clean your teeth, or brush your teeth. Both are perfect. I brushed my teeth. But then comes the bigger cleaning. Do you stand under the water or do you sit in the water? If you stand up and the water falls on your head, you are using a shower. Now listen carefully to the verbs we use here. In British English, you'll often hear I had a shower. In American English, you'll often hear I took a shower. Both are correct. Don't stress about which one to use. Have a shower or take a shower, they mean the same thing. It's a quick way to clean your body. Use soap, maybe shampoo for your hair. It wakes you up. Many people shower in the morning to feel fresh. It's like a restart button for your body. But what if you're tired? What if you want to relax? Then you might fill the large tub with warm water. You might put in some bubbles. You climb in and you sit down. This is having a bath or taking a bath. A shower is functional. It's about getting clean and waking up. A bath is luxurious. It's about relaxing and calming down. Usually people shower in the morning and bathe in the evening. You wouldn't usually have a bath at 7 a.m. before work because it takes too long. So let's review your morning timeline so far. You wake up, eyes open. You get up, leave the bed. You have a shower, get clean. Chapter 3. Respecting your space. Making the bed. You're clean, you're dressed, you've had your coffee. You walk back into your bedroom. What does your bed look like? Is the blanket messy? Is the pillow on the floor? If you're organized, you do the next task. You make the bed. Now, this confuses people because make usually means to create something new, like make a cake. But you aren't building a bed out of wood and nails. To make your bed simply means to tidy it. You pull the sheets up, you straighten the blanket, you fluff the pillow. You make it look neat. There's a psychological power to this. If you search for real English conversation topics, you'll find people often talk about productivity. Many successful people say that making your bed is the first success of the day. It takes 2 minutes, but when you come home later, seeing a tidy bed makes you feel happy. So ask yourself, do you make your bed every morning, or do you leave it messy? There's no wrong answer, but the vocabulary is make the bed.
Chapter 4. The Chores. Doing the housework. Let's move into the main part of the day. Unless you are very lucky, you probably have to take care of your home. We call this doing the housework. Notice we say housework, not homework. Homework is what your teacher gives you from school. Housework is cleaning your house. Doing the housework is a general phrase. It covers everything. It means cleaning the kitchen, washing the dishes, vacuuming the floor, dusting the shelves, taking out the trash or rubbish. You might say, I can't go out today. I have to do the housework. It's a very common excuse. Some people do a little bit every day. Some people save it all for the weekend. For example, I do the housework on Saturday mornings. I put on some music, I dance a little bit, and I scrub the floors. It makes the job easier. Chapter 5. Obtaining supplies. Doing the shopping. After the house is clean, you realize something. The fridge is empty. You have no milk, no bread, no eggs. You need to go out. You need to do the shopping. This is another specific phrase. Usually when we say do the shopping, we mean buying food and household items, the boring stuff, groceries. If you say, I'm going shopping without the, it often sounds more fun, like buying clothes, shoes, or video games. But I need to do the shopping implies chores. It implies a list. Milk, cheese, apples, toilet paper. You go to the supermarket, you push the cart, or trolley, you check your list. I usually do the shopping on Friday evenings. I hate doing the shopping when the store is busy. Do you take your kids with you? That can make doing the shopping very stressful. They want cookies, you want vegetables. It's always a battle. Chapter 6. The Long Day. Having a Late Night. So you have done a lot today. You woke up, got up, showered, made the bed, did the housework, and did the shopping. You must be exhausted. But sometimes the day doesn't end when it should. Maybe you started watching a movie. Maybe you went out to dinner with friends. Maybe you got lost scrolling through social media videos. Suddenly you look at the clock, it is midnight. Then it is 1 a.m. You are still awake. This is what we call having a late night. I had a late night yesterday. This means you went to bed much later than usual. If you have a late night, how do you feel the next day? You feel terrible. You feel tired. Your eyes hurt. You need extra coffee. Someone might look at you and say, "You look tired." And you reply, "Yes, I had a late night. I watched a movie and it didn't finish until 1 a.m. We try to avoid late nights during the week, but they happen. Chapter 7. Closing the Loop. Go to bed versus go to sleep. Finally, the long day is over. It is time to rest. We return to the bedroom. Just like in the morning, we have 2 different steps here. First, you go to bed. This corresponds to get up in the morning. It is the physical action. You walk to the bedroom, turn off the lights, and climb under the covers. I went to bed at 10:30. But does going to bed mean you are sleeping? No. Many of us go to bed, but then we lie there. We think about our problems. We read a book. We check our phones one last time. Then finally your eyes close. Your breathing slows down. You enter dreamland. This is going to sleep. So look at the timeline. Go to bed, 10:30 p.m., physical location. Go to sleep, 11 p.m., mental state. If you suffer from insomnia, you might say, I went to bed early at 9 p.m., but I couldn't go to sleep until midnight. That is a very frustrating feeling, lying in the dark waiting to sleep. Conclusion. So there you have it, the full circle. From the moment you wake up and get up, through the shower and making the bed, you did the housework, you did the shopping, maybe you had a late night, but eventually you went to bed and went to sleep. English is all about these little details. Mastering these phrases helps you tell the story of your life. It helps you connect with others because we all share these same routines. We all hate the alarm clock. We all love a clean bed. We all get tired after shopping. I want you to try something today. As you go through your day, narrate it in your head. Say to yourself, I am doing the shopping now, or I am making my bed. Talk to yourself in English. It's the best way to learn. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found this breakdown helpful and you want to keep glowing up your English skills, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, English Glow. I have so many more lessons coming that will help you speak confidently and naturally. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful sleep, depending on what time it is for you. See you in the next video.